Just picked up a brand new set, and this is only a fraction of today's awesome mail day. Let's take a look at what I got. All right, guys, we have actually a big PC mail day today. Book and a few different cards. We'll go over those in a second. First off, though, there's no card show vlogs this week. I had two planned for this last weekend on top of a trade night. So 2 or 3 uploads and also a pickups video. But I ended up getting sick from the National. It was a super spreader event. So just to be safe for everyone around me, did not want to go there and spread anything. Supposed to do 7 card shows this month. Had a bunch of content and ideas planned up. But that is not longer the case. Only going to do 5, which boohoo, 5 card shows, but I really wanted to hit 7. It would have been a record. With that being said, I have some really cool pickups and I wanted to share that with you guys. I also ended up buying parts of people's collections this last week. So if you guys have any like vintage cards or vintage baseball 50s through 70s or pre-war, I am interested in buying. I do sell a lot of different card shows and also have buyers that are asking me for specific cards. So email me down below in the description. I'm trying to buy parts of collections or just individual slabs. Just let me know. Okay, on to the pickups. First, you have the Alfred Hitchcock. And this is a card that I've been chasing for well over a year. They barely get listed. She had a friend over on Instagram that bought, I think it was a 7.5 that went in auction. A beautiful card. And he upgraded, so he had no longer use on the lower graded example. Now, if you put your thumb over here, this thing presents extremely nice. Perfect, right? But it does have, I don't know if it's a mark or a print defect on it. And you also can see there's issues right over there as well on the surface. But this card it's so cool. I mean, you're talking about one of your best directors of all time. And you can see the back on this as well. But a super iconic non-sports card that I've wanted, and I'm really happy to throw this in my PC. We'll end up getting it slabbed. I don't know if I'm going to go PSA or SGC. I think the black on this will really stand out in the SGC slab. But yeah, amazing card, and I'm really glad to have this into the PC. Up next, we actually have some Propagandas Monteos. So these are, I now have 4, I believe, in general. So first, the Johnny Mize. Now there is some staining on this, but you guys don't understand. Like, these cards were meant to be put into books. The stock on these are so thin and flimsy. Like, it does not compare to anything else. I'm amazed that these lasted as long as they have. And you guys can see some of the staining on the front as well. But this presents, I think, pretty well. And for the price, I think I paid like $500 for the 3 cards. So I think it was like $100 on the Mize, $200 on the other 2, which I'll show you, which are going to be the Ott and the Bob Feller. Couldn't pass it up. The Fox I have is a 3 miscut. No borders over here, but it does present way nicer. It's the highest graded. I think there's a 3 no MC out there, but this is the 3 MC. But regardless, super, super cool. And if I didn't mention, these cards came from Cuba. Next we have the Bob Feller. This one, corners are way nicer on it. It's a little OC. And this came from the eBay authentication program, so I had to wait a little bit. You can see there is a little bit issues on the back. However, it's still a great looking card. And I think this is his first card coming back from the war. So some people incorrectly say the 48 Bowman is his rookie card. Completely not true. Feller has cards all the way in the 30s. He has Gaudi, which is 36, 37, and 38. 36 and 37 depends on the type of the photo. Not going to go into full detail here. He has the 38 heads up. He also has a 37 O-Pee-Chee. And then he also has this card right here, the Propagandas. Not the best looking image of Bob Feller, but still a really, really cool card. So my earliest Bob Feller representation now in my PC, I will be holding onto this card. And lastly, we have the Melot. Now there's some staining as well. You guys can see this right here and all over the back, but still presents really well. And I believe this is his last playing day card, I think, as well as Fox. But there's some other huge names you can grab in the set. Do want to get the Ted Williams and Joe DiMaggio one day. And the biggest name I want to get also is the Stan Musial. That's his first ever card. There's also boxers in that set. So unfortunately, Sugar Ray Robinson is in that set. His first cards are in 47 and 48, but you do have a Joe Louis, so it'll pair nicely when I do grab one of those. There's also some retired stars like Jack Johnson is in that set, but for my own personal collection, I prefer to try to get people during their playing day times for singular cards like this. I don't mind relics or autographs after their playing days, but I don't know. That's just what I collect. So all three of these really, really cool. You just don't find them that often at card shows. And the pop is super low on these as well. All right, book time. So I probably have to move the camera a little bit to show you guys. This is actually out of Brazil. This book was created in 1986. And you guys know I collect a lot of music cards. Before I went to card shows all the time in college, I went to a bunch of concerts. Almost every week I went to a concert or two. Love rock and metal music, and that was all before COVID hit. So, I'll show you guys this right now. So it is falling apart a little bit. You guys can see some of the different stickers and bands over here. And also explain a little bit about the history of these different sticker cards. So I think these are the Motley Crue rookie cards on here. So you can see like Nikki Sixx, Motley Crue itself. One of these stickers actually fell out. This one right here. Got to put that back in. Poor Tommy Lee. But I'll show you guys the backs on well. So these backs are actually removed. Brazil stickers during this era, they had two parts on them. I do have, I'll show you a little bit later in the binder, but there's a Metallica. I have the full back still intact, but people would remove the backs and put them in here. So I got to put that into something. But the bigger cards in here were folded in half. You guys can see a little bit that crease and put into a pack. You can see as well for the Nikki Sixx. So all the larger cards are going to have a crease on it. Otherwise, the smaller ones do not. Let's see some AC/DC. True. Wasp. Aerosmith. Rat. Malmsteen. So I have seen Malmsteen. I've seen also Aerosmith. Got some Madonnas. Her first stuff is in 85. Pretty cool Prince. Bruce Springsteen. New members of the Hall of Fame. Duran Duran. A lot of their cards over there. Billy Idol. But this is my favorite page in the book. So first, we have all the Iron Maiden cards. So you have a large Eddie, large Bruce Dickinson, Steve Harris, Nico. Like, this is so cool. And these aren't the rookies. The rookies of Maiden are 1984. So still early on. This is 86. But we have Metallica. And these are the rookies of Metallica. So all the original members over here. And translated, I was talking to someone at the soccer dinner night, guy from Brazil. And he told me that this translation over here is saying like Metallica is an up and coming band. But these are the first Metallica stickers out there. Some people are saying it's 1994. There's Argentina cards. These are way earlier, 1986. They also have Monty Gum from 87. And they have another card in the 1990s that has original four members, but it was produced way later on after Cliff passed away. But really, really cool on that. Fortunately, these won't have the backs on them, but Again, good luck finding this stuff. Have U2, The Cure, there. Smiths, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. No idea who that is. Twisted Sister, got the D. Snyder right over there. Some Def Leppard, saw them at Rockville. Striper. Did I mention also, I've seen Metallica once, and I've seen Iron Maiden twice. Iron Maiden's coming back to Tampa too, so might end up going there. Sting. We got Queen. Dire Straits. Some really cool stuff. Dio, Holy Diver, obviously, Van Halen. Still super regret missing their one concert. I had one opportunity to see them, and I missed it. Pretty cool ZZ Top over there with the beards. Judas Priest, again, they have a lot of earlier stuff, but I got Accept. Rem, which I think Rem's first card's 85. But again, this is a pretty tough example. Deep Purple, way earlier stuff, they have 70s. Scorpions, earlier stuff as well. Last few pages, guys. Autograph. Talking. And to finish it off, we got Ozzy. And Motorhead over there. And John Cougar Mellencamp. I've seen John Mellencamp live. Got Bryan Adams as well. Never saw Motorhead, unfortunately. I've seen Ozzy, but not Black Sabbath. So you guys can see also a whole set. So someone could cross these out over here. And that's the binder. So, or I should say book. 1986 Rockstars. Really, really cool set. And I'll be documenting it because no one has it documented online. The specific cards that are associated with it, the rookies involved. So I'm going to build a whole project on it. We'll see if I can get some of these graded or not. Grading companies are so weird about new cards. So if it's all documented, let's hope that they can do that, because I think these would look great in some of the different slabs and add into the music PC. And if you guys liked this pickup video, make sure to check out some of the other ones on my channel, like this one right here.